We're based in Dubai, which is in the United Arab Emirates. What we do at TORC is we customize off-road vehicles, mainly lifestyle vehicles, lifestyle four-wheel drives like Jeeps, trucks, SUVs, and so on and so forth. Now at TORC, we're always ready for a challenge that is put up in front of us. And recently we were challenged by a client who came up with a very particular request where he wanted us to make him a one-off vehicle which is not available anywhere else in the world commercially. So after a bit of brainstorming and guidelines received from the customer, we came up with a concept vehicle which is a completely custom build, which is fully functional. All of it was made out here in the UAE in Dubai. I would like to present to you the Jeep Shamal, as what we would call it, done in joint venture with TORC, the Offroad company, Flow Composites, based in Sharjah, and our workshop. We consider this project as a Flagship project, both at TORC and at Flow Composites. Inspirations have been derived from various combinations that we found online, the old Jeep Comanche, the Wagoneer, and then recently there was a concept vehicle called Crew Chief, which had also been made by Jeep. So we kind of mixed everything together and came up with our own version of the Shamal kit. This was once brand new 0 kilometer 2017 Jeep Wrangler JKU Rubicon. The entire design was made ground up using 3D software. We did a 3D scan of the original Jeep, and then we did a 3D modeling, we did a rendering up to this particular version. Once the rendering was done, we used the CNC machine to cut out our plugs and then made molds for them. The front end and the rear end was done out of fiberglass. As you can see, this entire vehicle was completely made here in the UAE. The body component was done by Flow Composite Manufacturing. The design was done by Flow Composite Manufacturing. Putting everything together was done by TORC. The paint job was done by our own workshop. The whole car from ground up, zero, to what you see here is all done locally here in the UAE. The entire project has been spearheaded by TORC, and we're really very proud of the way how this vehicle has done. A rundown on what all has gone into this vehicle. Let me start from the front end. Obviously, it's a complete fiberglass body. It's a one-piece fiberglass fender, one-piece front grille, and a hood. Custom hood. Everything is custom designed. The front bumper is actually off Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, but again, we have customized it by adding these metal shackles which are built into the bumper, and it's housing a one winch. You can see it's running a 42-inch. It's like a 41.5-inch tall NDT tires, which is made by an American brand called ST USA. And to run these tires, we had to make a custom steel wheels in 20-inch. Now these are done by a company called Wheels Now, which is again based in the US. Obviously, in order to carry so much weight, what we had to do was we had to reinforce the axle in the front. If you can bring here, now the front axle, the Rubicons generally do come with a Dana 44. So the front axle has been reinforced with inner sleeves and axle truss from a brand called Arctic Industries in the US. Now all the fabrication, the welding and fab work has been locally done here in Dubai. The suspension on this vehicle is a rough roller suspension combined with Fox 2.0 Performance Series shocks, Now coming to the back, this truck had to be turned into a pickup version. So naturally we did have to chop off the chassis and the body right at this area, and we've extended it by about 1.5 foot longer, which basically means that the drive shafts have to be changed, the fuel lines have to be extended, the brake lines have to be extended, and so on and so forth. Now we did get a custom drive shaft, aluminum drive shaft from a brand called JKU, which is again an American brand. It is a complete custom fiberglass bed. It's made out of fiberglass and marine plywood. As you see, we've already given provisions for an air compressor. The air compressor is located inside the car. This is an air out. The fuel tank, the fuel inlet is right out here. These are custom rails that is on top of the bed, basically to be used as tie downs in case you're carrying cargo. Yes, it is a completely functional vehicle. You can use it off-road, or you can take cargo, or you can take it home. This is actually again a front Rubicon bumper, which we have custom fabricated to fit to the rear, and it also houses a one winch at the rear as well, which is mounted upside down. You obviously got custom shackles. If you want to guess, this is taken out of a Hummer H3. Now inside the bed is what I want to show you. These are marine plywood. They're weatherproof. They've been varnished, polished, clean, good to go. In case you decide to go on a long run, you've got provision for extra fuel. That's about close to 40 liters of fuel that you can carry extra, in addition to all the space that you want to take. This is a custom soft top, which is completely customized. We've used certain hardware from the Desktop Trek Top. So this means that you can actually put down the soft top and drive when you want. These are Mopar half doors, Mopar upper half doors. Regarding the soft top that I was mentioning, it's very easy to open it up if you want to get wind in your face or something. Coming down to the air compressor, which I was telling you about, it's a ARB dual compressor that is mounted right under the passenger seat, and then on the interior, a few things that have been added on. These are these toggle switches, extra additional auxiliary toggle switches if you want to connect lights or any other accessories that you want to connect. And then we've also built in a compass. It's a Ritchie compass. We have a custom bracket made into it. Obviously you don't need the windows because you're running half doors and half tops, so we've canceled that and added the compass onto that. There's one more thing which obviously you cannot see, is we've changed the gear ratios on them. Otherwise there's no way you can run these tires. It's running a 5:1:3 ratio from Revolution Gear. So pretty much what we've done is we've used the brands that we carry at TORC and our subsidiary companies and came up with this project. So as you can see, we've been driving this vehicle around, completely functional build. So what we always do in TORC, or believe in TORC, three things: safety, performance, and reliability. So we put that three components into all of our builds. And We've driven it on gravel tracks, we've driven it on some couple of dunes, small dunes, engaged four-wheel drives, four-wheel high, four-wheel low, perfectly working fine. Really happy with the way it's turned out. And in case you have something similar, like you want to do a custom vehicle, custom build, or a custom project, we're more than happy to help your dreams come into reality. Something exactly like this, like what we did now. If you are interested in doing similar projects or any other custom vehicles that you have in mind, please feel free to contact us at TORC. You can reach us either via our email info@theoffroadcompany.com, or you could reach us out on social media, Facebook or Instagram. We are under the handle TORC UAE.